Now at 6, it's been almost 8 months since a Norfolk Southern train crashed in East Palestine, causing a large fire and leaking toxic chemicals.
Today, the Biden administration announced more than $1 billion to fund some 70 infrastructure projects across the U.S., including right here in Ohio. 10 TV's Carly Dion live in studio tonight with more on what this means for Central Ohio. Carly.
Andrew, Yolanda, Ohio is receiving the largest amount of funding, which will in part be used to make enhancements and safety improvements to railroad tracks. But none of the funding is going to the East Palestine community because the White House says it didn't receive any grant applications.
Of course, we're very, very grateful.
State Senator Michael Rulli lives in and represents the East Palestine area. He also sits on the State Senate Select Committee on Rail Safety. He says though he's grateful for this federal funding, more should be done to help the East Palestine community.
I think advanced testing as far as air and soil are crucial for the East Palestine and Negley to move forward.
But this funding is being used for 3 different projects. $16.2 million is being used for the North Central Appalachia Rail Enhancement and Preservation Project. Nearly $10.8 million is for Napoleon, Defiance, and Western critical safety upgrades, which Senator Rulli believes is necessary.
I had no idea until this happened how many derailments there were throughout the country. There's a lot more than we think.
More than $600,000 is also being used for safety training for frontline railroad workers. Senator Rulli says there's still time for the Biden administration to give additional support to the East Palestine community.
It's never, ever too late to do the right thing. Whatever's been up till now doesn't matter. You could always pivot and do the right thing. And the testing, the first responders, and making East Palestine would be the right thing.
Although East Palestine is not receiving any of this funding, just last week President Biden issued an executive order to coordinate recovery efforts following February's derailment there. Carly Dion, 10 TV News.